Hello everyone. I Assistant Professor Pragati Shetty from Department of Microbiology, KJ Sumaya College. In this online lecture, we will study about the bioleaching, the bioleaching of silver. In the last online lecture, we saw bioleaching of the gold, copper, iron, and uranium. In this online lecture, we will see the bioleaching of the silver, including the advantages of the bioleaching. So first, this picture has been shown in the previous lecture also. This is the rough diagram about the bioleaching process, how it is taking place. So I'll repeat once again. Starting with the ores, mineral ore where our metal getting deposited. So from that ore, we will be extracting the pure metal. The ore, what is ore? Ore is the rock, we can say a rock or any concentrate where the metal gets deposited. So from there we can extract the pure metal. Now the ore, concentrates or the waste, they processed for bioleaching. Now in this bioleaching we are inoculating our microorganism, right? That is the thiobacillus species in the most cases. Majorly the thiobacillus species also can be called as the acidothiobacillus. So the thiobacillus species in the media, now that will oxidize the ore, and from that we will be able to extract the liquid, right? So after the bioleaching process, we will be having with us the liquid with the separation of the residual solids or the unwanted residue apart. Now after that, the leach liquor will be produced, and from that leach liquor, the metal extraction can be done. The metal extraction using the processes such as the solvent extraction process and the electro winning process. Now using this process, with the help of this process, we can extract the pure metal from the ore, from the mineral ore. So this is the diagram of the bioleaching process, how it will take place. Now the next we will see the bioleaching unit. Now in this picture, as you can see, there is the bioleaching plant in the Tasmania, Australia. So like this, there are the large bioleaching plants which are produced in different countries in the different parts, and this leaching can take place within the 4 months and can extend up to the 12 months also. So it is not very easy process, but it is very convenient and very eco-friendly process, we can say that, but it requires the more time to carry out this complete process. So like this, we have the different bioleaching plants in different countries. This one is from the Australia. Now we will see the bioleaching of silver. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are the three types of bioleaching: the heap leaching, in situ leaching, and the slope leaching. From that, the heap leaching is present in this process, in this extraction of silver. So the heap leaching is used. The species, the microorganism is same. Thiobacillus ferrooxidans is used. Now in this bioleaching of silver process, the oxidation of iron sulfide is taking place. The iron sulfide, right? Now the most important ore. Now what are the ores? What are the sources of this silver from where we can extract this silver? So the most important ore mineral of the silver is argentite. Argentite, so that is the most important ore. From that ore we can extract the silver. Now the silver is also can be obtained by the bioleaching of the arsenopyrite. This is also one ore of the silver, but it is more readily solubilized than gold during the microbial leaching of the iron sulfide. Now if you remember, in the last lecture we discussed about the bioleaching of gold, and in that one important step was there, that is the pre-treatment of the gold, so that the gold particles are available for the leaching with the help of the cyanide leaching, right? So in this case the silver is more soluble than the gold with the bioleaching process. So silver will be extracted prior to the gold. If we compare the bioleaching of silver and the gold, the silver is the one who is more soluble than the gold. Okay, right. So as the reactions, the chemical reactions are same as in the copper, the bioleaching of the copper, there is also the iron sulfide oxidation, and here also the same. Only difference is instead of copper, here is the silver, the Ag. The reactions remains the same in both the process. In this also, the bacteria, the microorganism, oxidizes the iron and oxidizes the sulfur. So it will again regenerate the ferric ion from the ferrous ion, and this ferric ion will responsible for oxidizing the ore. So the ferric ion which are produced by our bacteria will be oxidizing more sulfide, and as they will oxidize more sulfide, there will be more extraction of the silver, right? So the process remains the same, only the metal is different here. So the reactions in the copper, the reactions mentioned in the copper, there are the same for this also, only instead of copper here is the silver, right? So now in this picture you can see on the left hand diagram there is the argenite ore, the mineral ore of the silver, and from on this ore the silver is deposited, and so we have to extract that silver, right? So what we are using the bioleaching, we are using the microorganism so that we can extract the silver from this ore. And on the right hand side you can see there is a extracted pure silver. Okay, so this is about the bioleaching of the silver. Next we will see what are the advantages of the bioleaching process. So first, it is very simple process, right? We are not using any large equipments and all, very expensive equipments we are not using. We are just using the bacterial culture and some chemicals. So it is the simple process. Then it is inexpensive, as I mentioned, it is inexpensive process. Then next, this is a very important advantage. The third one, recovery of the metal from the low grade ores. Now I've mentioned in the earlier lecture, there are the two types of ore, low grade ore and the high grade ore. What are the low grade? Low grade ores are the ores where the metal is deposited in little less quantities, and whereas in the high grade ore the metal is deposited on the larger quantities as compared to the low grade. The high grade ore is required in the bioleaching of the gold, right? Otherwise the low grade ore are required for all other metals, but gold requires only high grade ore. The gold cannot be extracted from the low grade ore, only one case of the gold, right? Rest the recovery of the metals can be from the low grade ores. The fourth is the to extract the refines and the expensive metals, which is not possible by the other chemical processes, right? To extract the refines and the expensive metals, as we can see, this uranium, then gold, silver, iron, these are the important metals, very important metals, expensive metals, and which is not possible by the chemical processes. The metals can get harm, or the properties of the metals may get disturbed, but with this process there is nothing like this. So it is very safe process, and so with this process we can extract this expensive metals. So this is one advantage of the bioleaching process. Next is the employed for collecting metals from the waste and the drainages. Again, this is the very convenient process, very efficient, effective process, as we can extract metal from the waste and the drainages also, right? Which most in the most cases can ignore the waste and the drainages get ignored easily, but with this process we can use this waste and drainages also, and we can extract the metals from there, right? Because the mineral ore from where in which the metal can get deposited, so we can extract the metal from there also. Okay, then next, no poisonous sulfur dioxide emission as in the smelters. So in the smelters there is the poisonous sulfur dioxide emission is present, right, due to the large chemical processes, but in here there is no poisonous sulfur dioxide production in bioleaching process, so it is again one advantage. Then no need for the high pressure or the temperature, right? Our microorganism is playing all role for the high pressure and the temperature, because it is able to sustain that much temperature, so we are not needed to put certain extra parameters such as the pressure and the temperature, right, in the most cases. The next, this process is very suitable for the low grade sulfide ores. This process is very ideal for the bioleaching process is very ideal for low grade sulfide ores. Next, the environment friendly process, as I mentioned earlier, this is the very environment friendly process, as there is no harmful or no poisonous chemical is emitting from this process, so it is environment friendly process. And the last one is, it is ideally suited for developing the countries, right? So if you look into these advantages, we can see that this process is very ideally suited